Good day, magandang araw o maayong adlaw. Today, we're going to discuss the dividing of rational expressions. In dividing rational expressions, let A, B, C, and D be real numbers, variables, or algebraic expressions such that B is not equal to 0 and D is not equal to 0. There are steps to be followed in dividing two rational expressions. First one is you have to factor both the numerators and denominators of each fraction. You must know how to factor quadratic and cubic equations. Change from division to multiplication sign and flip the rational expressions after the operation sign, or reciprocate or reciprocal of the denominator. Simplify the fractions by canceling common terms in the numerators and denominators. Take care that you cancel the factors and not the terms. Again, cancel the factors, not the terms. And lastly, finally, rewrite the remaining equations. Either it is in factor form or you're going to simplify. Example number 1. Example number 1, if we have x squared minus 4 all over to the trinomial x squared plus 14x plus 45 divided by the binomial 3x plus 6 all over to the binomial 5x plus 25. So factor out, this one is a difference of squares. So we'll know the factors of x squared is x times x. And then the factors of the last one, which is negative 4 or 4, is the square root of 4 is 2. So 2 both aside, and then positive and negative, or plus or minus. And then the denominator po, x squared, so x times x. 45, two numbers, multiply, the answer is 45. And if you're going to add, you're going to answer in 14. So we have, in 45, we have 9 times 5 and also 15 times 3. So you're going to answer, if i-add mo po si 13 plus 15 plus 3, your answer is 18. So cannot be. So 9 plus 5. So 14. And 9 times 5 is 45. Okay po. So 9 and 5. And then your denominator or the next fraction after the sign, after the operation division, is 3x plus 6 all over 5x plus 25. So you have to flip the 1 or reciprocal mo po and then proceed sa multiplication. So magkakaroon po tayo ng 5x plus 25 over 3x plus 6. And then you have to factor out also this one. So our numerator is already in factored form, x plus 2 and x minus 2 over x plus 9 multiplied to the binomial x plus 5 times factor po ng 5x plus 25. They have common terms which is 5. So labas ko po yung 5. 5x divided by 5 is x. 25 divided by 5 is 5. And then 3x plus x, they have a common which is 3. 3x divided by 3 is x. 6 divided by 3 is 2. And then, cancel out po. Kung anong meron sa numerator, meron din sa denominator. Like what we did in multiplying rational expressions. So we have x plus 2. Meron din po sa denominator na x plus 2. Then x plus 5. Meron din po. So ang matitira po natin is the 5 and x minus 2. So yun po ang natira ng ating numerator, while in the denominator sa baba, ang natira po ay 3x plus 9. So we have 5 quantity to the binomial of x minus 2 all over 3 multiplied to binomial x plus 9. Example number 2. Example number 2, we have 10x squared minus x minus 21 all over to the trinomial 16x squared minus 58x plus 7 divided by to the trinomial 10x squared minus 13x minus 3 all over to the trinomial 64x squared minus 16x plus 1. So first one, sige. If para po hindi malito, copy first the numerator. Our numerator would be, and then our denominator. Denominator is found in the dividing rational expression. Our numerator, our denominator is found after the operation sign division. So our denominator would be, so flip po natin yan. Reciprocal po natin. So ang 64x squared minus 16x plus 1 ang siyang magiging numerator natin. And then yung 10x squared naman, yun na po ang magiging denominator natin. Kasi po, reciprocal or flip po yung fraction after the operation sign division. And then factor out na po natin, 10x, it could be 5 times 2. So 10x squared yan, meaning 5x and 2x. And then for 21, 21 times 1 and 7 times 1. Trial and error lang po. So, and 3. Because 7 times 3 is 21. And then kung ano po yung, kung 5x plus 3 is 15x, 7 times 2 is 14x. So 15 and 14, 15 minus 14, we have 1. So dito ko po ilalagay ang negative. Trial and error lang. And next, 64. 64x, we have 8 times x because 64 is a perfect square. Ang square root po niya is 8. And then 1. 1 is a perfect square as well. Ang kanya namang sign is, ang kanyang square root is 1. So ang 1, it can be a perfect square, a composite, or it's a special number. Okay po, since negative po yung nasa gitna, ang sign ng ating middle term, so parehong minus po yan. Next is 16x squared, 4x times 4x, or pwede din pong 8x times 2x. 7 times 1, or 1 times 7. Okay po, then parehong minus, trial and error lang po. Dapat pag i-FOIL method ko siya, yung 8x times 7, ang sagot po ay 56x, and then minus 2x plus 56x plus 2x, we have 58. So kailangan po pag i-FOIL method natin siya, ang sagot natin ay babalik tayo sa original na 16x squared minus 58x plus 7. And next, si 10x naman po. So 10x, we have 5x and 2x. Para po 5 times 2 is 10. Doon po kinuha si 5x and 2x. Next one is 3. Kay 3 po, 1 and 3. Okay? Para naman po malaman natin yung sign, try po natin since dapat po ay negative 13 pag i-combine natin. So 5x plus times 3 is 15. And then plus minus 2, 15 minus 2, we have 13. Meaning po, dito ang negative. dito ang positive. Para po, 5x times negative 3 is negative 15. And then 1 times 2x, positive 2. So negative 15 plus positive 2, we have negative 13x. Okay po, then tingnan na po natin anong meron sa numerator na meron din po sa denominator. Yun po ang ika-cancel out natin. So 8x minus 1. And also we have 2x minus 3. And we also have nothing na po. Okay, so ang matitira po sa atin is 5x plus 7 and 8x minus 1. 8x minus 1. And in the denominator, ano ang natira? 2x minus 7. And then 5x plus 1. And that's our final answer. Again, in factoring po, trinomial, trial and error lang po. You have to think of two numbers na pag i-multiply po natin, sasagot tayo sa first term, and then as well, ang ipapartner natin is sa dulo. Naka-base tayo sa last term. Two numbers uli na i-multiply natin, sasagot tayo sa last term, na pag i-add naman po natin ay sasagot tayo sa middle term. Okay, that's it. And thank you. Again, this is Binibining Marso. Thank you po.